Hey everyone, and welcome to a kind of a off the top live stream. We had great guest John McClain on the show, but it's getting past his bedtime, so he had to jump off. So that we weren't able to break down the Cardinals game more in depth. I know BT tried to throw out his prediction, but we decided, hey, fuck it, let's jump out and do a live stream, kind of break it down a little bit more. So let's do it. Cardinals versus Texans. I'll start with you, Crenshaw. What do you think is going to happen? What needs to happen for the Cardinals to come away with a loss?
All right. I like that we doing this quickie because there's nothing wrong with getting a little quickie in.
In and
Uh,
out.
In and out, in and out. I think we got to just keep doing what we've been doing, pushing the ball down the field, playing good defense. We
Mm.
know Kyler Murray's back. I didn't look at all of the game. Looked at some of the game he had Sunday. The motherfucker looked faster. That little motherfucker feet be running, be running. So that's my biggest fear. I don't fear their wide receivers. I just fear him, and then they got cornerback, James cornerback. So that's a nice one-two punch or whatnot. But I think that we just play Texans football at home. CJ is godly at home. We 3-1. I don't know what our points per game is at home. I'm pretty sure VT, you know what our points per game is at home, and just keep doing that. Keep bringing the energy from the fans. We need to be that 12th man, and we should come out with the dub, man. We just can't have another stinker like we had in Carolina after a big win. We got to come in there and act like, hey, this win we had against the Bengals, that's nothing. So we got to act like like how they always say, go 1-0 every week. We need to go 1-0, go 1-0, going 1-0. Because if we lose this game, I'm gonna be on my VT rant come 6 p.m. Central on Sunday. No cap.
Before we talk about BT's rants, um, what do you think the score prediction will be, sir?
The score position is going to be because you like I say, we've been at home. We usually score a lot of points. We know that one game against the Saints we scored 20. Um, I think this game right here, the way especially CJ called out the fans, so I think the energy is going to be there. It's going to be in his veins. I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 33-17.
33-17.
Yeah, 33-17.
I love it, man. I love it. Let's get busting out those flaming hot Cheetos already.
Yes,
So
yes.
yes, let's do it. BT, man, break it down for us. What you got?
All right. So the biggest threats, in my opinion, are James Conner and Kyler Murray himself. But and from a receiving perspective, it's their tight end, McBride.
Yeah,
McBride had
Trey McBride.
130 yards last game. He's basically their receiver, their wide receiver one, essentially. So that's going to be the biggest issue. Now we have not covered tight ends well. That's largely because of the linebackers, whether it's Perryman or Henry Toa. Both of them will not be playing this game. So you potentially have Blake Cashman playing most of those covered snaps at middle linebacker. Christian Harris had, in my opinion, one of his best games last game. Now you have issues with injuries because Henry Toto is out for concussion, so he's not going to be playing. So Neville Hewitt, who's really more of a practice squad guy,
Right.
will probably be playing. Corey Littleton, who is more of a special teams type of guy as well. So we have a lot of injuries on linebackers. So that is going to be one issue that we'll have to figure out. That D'Amico's going to have to figure that out because McBride is really the biggest threat, and we have had issues with the tight end. D'Amico did say that Kyler Murray's biggest issue is his athleticism. He can get out of pressure situations. So their O line is not great at all. They really only have one good lineman. The right tackle sucks. That's where Will plays, so you could see some sacks there. But he's evasive. So I'm gonna actually say we see a lot of almost sacks from Will because this dude is evasive as hell. And if you saw the game or at least saw the highlights from the Cardinals game, he went on one of those crazy Caleb Williams types of evasive maneuvers to score the winning touchdown. So that is the thing. Those are the two things that I'm afraid of. Really, is Kyler Murray and the tight end. And I already talked about how good our run game is, but Connor's a beast. And so the question is, how much are they going to use the run game against us? That's the question. I already gave my prediction. I think it's going to be 31-20. The reason is because Buda Baker is the only dude in the secondary that really gives me any sort of threat on defense, right? Other than that, their defense doesn't scare me. Their D line doesn't scare me. Ro Lopez is playing on their D line. They're starting. They have so many injuries. He's a starter. All right. So Ro Lopez, who, by the way, I'm no hate to him. Like, he's a cool kid. He probably would have made at least a backup, a rotational guy if he stayed healthy. But my point there, I'm saying Lopez is he wasn't great here, and he's a starter right now for them. So their D line doesn't give me a lot of doesn't scare me a lot either. They have one good outside linebacker, and that's it. So really, defense they don't really threaten me. It's Kyler Murray, it's James Conner, and it's McBride. Those are the three threats that we have, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you kind of got worried, right? The three bad games, the defense. I'm going to say bad games, but the games that were kind of shifty on the defense side for the Texans was mobile quarterbacks. You had Bryce Young, who had a pretty good game. You had week one, Lamar Jackson. He made a lot of moves with his feet. So this guy, you kind of got to worry about mobile. And this goes back to D'Amico back in his days in San Francisco. He always had a hard time with mobile quarterbacks. That's one thing you got to worry. Am I worried? Yes, but am I concerned? No, because the Cardinals did that against a beat up Atlanta Falcons team. Yeah, their secondary is pretty good, but again, it's beat up, and their rush defense is not that great. I think ours is better, and plus we got D'Amico Ryans with another day of game film, another day of preparation. So, and like Kershaw said, he always says, "Go, you're 1-0, start fresh, move on." But the way to win the game is the same game plan in San Francisco. BC's right. Cardinals defense is nobody. Like, you got to play in a lot of zone runs with Singletary and let CJ eat. Separate CJ. Like, dude, let him cook. Noah Brown. He is on the injured list as questionable, but if he plays, let him eat, let him do what he does. Nico Collins told a reporter on Fox News, I believe, that he's coming back, so that's another weapon. Um, yes, we got Perryman and Henry T out, but dude, Christian Harris and Blake Cashman has to be the comeback players of that defense. Like, these guys are playing lights out, and I don't think they get enough credit where it deserved. So to me, I think this is going to be a bigger blowout than the Steelers game. I'm going to say 31-6. Texans walk all over them.
6?
Yeah, 6.
Damn.
I mean, the only reason why I disagree there is because Kyler Murray is still Kyler Murray, and in fact, he may be better than the old Kyler Murray. I think that this scheme is different. For example, like, he's running a lot more shotgun. It's something that they hasn't done in the past. I think that from an offensive perspective, he's still the dude the athletic dude that he was before. And as Crenshaw said, he might even be better. So I'm not going to say he's not going to put up points, because he's going to be like Thor, man. I'll do it myself. I mean, he may not have the squad around him besides McBride, but he could scramble. And our linebackers aren't great at quarterbacks that can scramble, because first of all, we're hurt there, and secondly, we miss a lot of tackles.
And plus, we play a lot of zone where the mobile quarterbacks can eat. But here, I'm going to play like you just picked the play out of Crenshaw's playbook. I'm going to pick one too. I think the reason why we kind of hold him down is because last week there was no footage of Kyler Murray in this offensive scheme. We got footage in Kyler in the scheme, and we've been preaching D'Amico's game planning all year long, and I think that's what it's going to go down to. Look, this is everybody says that Gannon was Casario's guy. D'Amico's going to prove why he's Houston's guy. Like, he's going to shut out. I just have a feeling that he's going to shut. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think. Yes, Murray is a good quarterback, but he's not on the level of a CJ Stroud where he elevates his weapons, and I think this proves to you.
I will say two quick things before I know we're going to have to get off quickly, but they got Michael Carter off of waivers, so I don't know if they're going to use him right away, but they got another back. I wanted Michael Carter. I think that he's a decent back. So if they try to put him back there, we have no tape how he's going to perform in this scheme whatsoever. So that's one thing, and the other thing is just the any given Sunday aspect is they beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But they beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys are actually a decent team this year, but then they lost against the Giants. So, they obviously that's without Kyler Murray. But again, the point is that the team without Kyler Murray beat the Cowboys. So, there is an aspect to that team because honestly, Terry McBride is a threat. Good pickup in the 22 draft, and it is going to be an issue because everyone's focused on receivers, right? They don't unless you're Kelsey, no one's really focusing on the tight ends, and he's been able to squeeze by and get those yards. And I just hope that doesn't happen here because their receivers are basically not nothing to write home about at all. So if we put our both of our corners on the receivers. And then leave the tight end free, well, that's a problem. But if we put a core on a tight end, and then the receivers get eat. So D'Amico definitely has to figure that one out with our linebackers and figure out how to cover our tight ends without exposing our corners to their receivers. That's going to be his number one challenge in the passing game. But I agree that we should be we're all three saying it's a win. I'm just saying it's 31-20 because I do believe that Kyler will put the points on the board, just not enough. And I think that the reason why it's 31, because honestly, I think we could actually bring up the score more, but I think we'll run a lot to kill clock because if we were just passing like crazy, we put up 40 points on this guys. Right. The secondary is garbage.
Right.
But because we'll run a lot, that's why I think it's 31.
And I also think this is a statement game too, where, people, you lost to the Panthers. I think this is, we're not going to lose to the teams like we did the Panthers. And like you said, any given Sunday, I get that. But I think this is a statement because, like John just said, we're getting national media attention now. This is where it's time to shine. And I think that's what's going to happen, especially with CJ wanting to continue his MVP talk. So, yeah, market 31-6. Crenshaw, what do you got?
Just two things.
What was your score prediction real quick?
Oh, I had 33-20.
Okay.
33-20, and then when the Cowboys lost to them, they was on the road. Arizona was at home, and the reason why I think we're also going to win because we have God on our side.
Yes, battle tested.
Yes, CJ is making a lot of folks. Yes, I think. The Texans PR, if you're listening, I think for the rest of the home games, instead of giving us tiles, giving us little fingers and all that.
Are you going where I think you're going?
Yeah, just give out holy water.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Bibles, but okay.
No. Just give out holy water. Let's give out holy water. Let's give out holy water. Yeah. So when he throw a touchdown, we throw the water in the air. Anoint the whole crowd, even the visitors. Just do that right there,
Bro, you hold on. You might be on something.
I'm telling you.
You might be on something.
I'm telling you, bro.
That might be like the greatest PR idea I ever heard. Like, give
put that
bottles, out. Little bottles. Yes. Of Texas right there. Texas holy water. Touchdown. Oh, bro.
I'm telling you. Some people gonna get not some people. A lot of people gonna get annoyed. They're gonna get annoyed. So the only way it will work if we keep winning. Now you start losing, they're gonna talk about it, just like with Letterman jackets. If Letterman jacket would have won, they won't say that shit. But we got blown out. We ain't seen them motherfuckers since. They ain't even sell them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So hey, PR, y'all listening? Holy water. Let's get it cracking.
I love the idea. I mean, you got me sold.
Also, just to remember, we haven't won 3 games in a row in years, right? 2019, I think, was the last time we won 3 games in a row. So this would be the first time that the Texans win 3 games in a row. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to continuing this streak. for quite a while because we have to show the Jaguars that they are the frauds that I say they are. And so we got to continue beating these teams.
That's right. Okay. On that note,
Well, hold on. I love that you brought up the frauds that they are. Also, everybody, if you see Josh Allen on Twitter, his Twitter handle is Josh Allen gives up, or no, Josh gives up. Make sure you comment, message, whatever. He said rap music is the worst music of all time. Houston rap music is the
Houston
worst
rap
of.
music.
Yeah, he said Houston is the worst of the worst of the worst. Um, yes, he said Paul Wall is very, very trash, and he doesn't even know who Lil Kiki is. So make sure, like Chris said, make sure you anoint him on Twitter. All right, sprinkle a little
Where's Josh from?
Jacksonville.
What rapper came out of Jacksonville?
I mean, he's not a rapper,
Bath
but
salts.
Lil Duval
I know, but he's a comedian.
and Jace, he came out of there. But
Jace.
yeah.
Who the fuck is
Back
that?
back in the '90s, he had that one song with Puff Daddy, P Diddy.
Oh. So
Yeah.
basically nobody. So gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
My message to Josh is,
You suck.
oh,
Yeah.
just when I want it to work, it doesn't, right?
You suck.
And that's not what I wanted to put. But okay, never mind, Streetcard. You're gonna screw with me again.
Yes.
I mean, I would like play the Boosie sound effect because that's even better because it terrible. That's the next audio you need to get. BT is Charles Barkley's terrible. All right. 'Cause-
Terrible.
Terrible.
All right. I'll add that.
But guys, again, thank you for coming on. Yes, Texas PR, money right there, wherever Chris all
Holy
make sure
water.
But guys, follow us everywhere you see our taglines, and make sure you follow us the podcast Texas Fan Battle everywhere, and check out our sponsor tomorrow's retro. Hopefully Sunday we talk about win. If not, I'm disappearing. No, I'm just kidding. See y'all next week. Have a good night.
Peace.